Hello everyone, this is Kaylynn Strain here coming at you with yet another review, and I figured today with our first snow of the season, I would do the meal cold weather, and since I just got up, we're going to do the scrambled eggs with cheese, Western style, menu number 10. Now, this one is made by the Warnick Company in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I did open it already because I wanted to find out how many cups I needed for drinks and stuff, so I cheated. I had a peek. But now let's take it out one at a time here. We have chocolate hazelnut cocoa beverage powder, which I'm looking forward to that. I love hazelnuts. I've got an accessory pack. I do believe this one is from 2008. It's 8129, and I did a little bit of research online, and 2018 menu 10 is different. It could be 2008. I'm not sure whether it's 2008 or 2018. I could not figure that out online last night. But I have not one, but I have two accessory packs, which we will open later. Now, here we have a brown sugar cinnamon toaster pastry frosted. Now, I can't eat this being diabetic, so I am going to actually just put this aside and toss it in with my emergency rations because, I mean, it's just a Pop-Tart. I've eaten many of them. And this one I don't like anyway. It's too sweet. But, yeah, I'll put it in my emergency stock for a day when I'm, like, really sick with the flu and can't get out of bed to make anything to eat. I've had a diabetic dietitian tell me, eat sweet things when you get in a situation like that. So, this I'll put aside for that kind of an emergency. And then, of course, we've got our wonderful MRE spoon that's just going to get added to my collection. I won't use it because I have for at MRE.com titanium spork. So I will be using that. I might end up using the other spoon to stir stuff with, but I won't be eating with it. And then we have here a trans fat-free maple muffin top. Being that this is trans fat-free, I'm thinking maybe it might be 2018, but I'm not sure. But again, I've already tried one of these very recently. Very, very sweet. Way too much sugar in it for me, so I'm going to put this aside with the puff pastry there, the cinnamon toast puff pastry. We've got a Mountain House dehydrated granola with milk and blueberries. Nice. I like that one. I've had that before. It's very good. These are my favorite. Cheddar cheese pretzels. Gumbos! Yay! We've only recently, I've only recently been able to find them here where I live in Canada. And been finding them at the Dollar Tree. Very tiny little packet for $1.25, but so worth getting. And then we have the beverage base orange type 3, and I had that with the last breakfast menu, and that's really good. I love that, so I'm going to look forward to having that. And then, of course, the main course, which is Mountain House freeze-dried, pre-cooked Western-style scrambled eggs with ham, peppers, and cheese. So I'm really looking forward to this one because I've not tried this one yet. I've had the bacon one, and I've had the breakfast skillet from the commercial variety, but I've not actually had this one before. So I'm going to pause this and go get a measuring cup because I forgot that, and get this tidied up a little bit and ready to go. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, I am back now, and as you can see, I sort of have arranged things, and I grabbed the bowl for the granola too, and it actually kind of fits in that compartment, or mostly fits. So it's not in any danger of tipping over at least. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take the freeze-dried, pre-cooked, Western-style scrambled eggs with ham, peppers, and cheese, and we are going to open that up. And I am using a knife because from what I've seen with other reviewers, you really have to start it with a knife, otherwise you're going to tear it too low and it won't. Oh, I should have started it on this side. Oh well. I know for the next one. Start it on the left side. And it'll properly tear. Okay. Now, open this up. I didn't quite tear it low enough. Trying to tear it so I have the highest spot, so I've got room for everything in there so nothing spills, and then I end up doing it too low. Or too high. Sorry, not too low, too high. I can speak honest, just not first thing in the morning when I get up. Okay. Well, I don't know if you'll be able to really see very well in there, but there's the eggs with, and you can see some greenery in there. Yeah, I see the peppers. Nice. Okay. Now I've got my liquid measured out, and calls for a cup, and we know Mountain House well enough. Oh, well, I just spilled some of that cup, so I can actually pour the rest in. Okay, well, let's stick that there for a second whilst I grab Kleenex, because I have some of these. I still have these sitting next to me here from the British accessory kit that I opened the other day, so we can use those to wipe up the mess. Be careful where I put that. While my tablecloth might be plastic, some of the things that are sitting on it are not. Like my seeds, I've got some seeds sitting up here that are waiting patiently for our last frost date so that I can plant. Okay, and now that I've got the water in here, I've got my chopstick to stir it with, because I know from watching other reviewers that using the MRE spoon or the Sport, you do tend to miss pieces that get stuck down in the corners and do the squishy thing, and then do some more stirs. I don't necessarily mind the eggs breaking up a little bit as I do this, because they really look like they were cooked in a pan and then cut up. So now we need to wait 5 to 10 minutes. So we can fold that over. Just set that there. And then we've got, this is 2 to 4 ounces. So I will measure out. There we go. About 3 ounces. Oh, it does have nice little tear notches. So let's try this one. Yeah. We're definitely not doing it in here, but let's pour it into there. I do love Mountain House's granola with milk and blueberries. And oh, hey, look, there's an oxygen absorber. Oh no, I bet you there was one in here that I totally forgot about. Let's see if I can find it in here. Is there one? I don't know, because I don't see it. Oh, maybe there isn't one. There should be, but Yeah, there should be one in there, but I'm not seeing it. So, oh well, maybe I'll have a surprise when I pour it out. And maybe there wasn't one in there. Maybe it's glued to the bottom. I don't know. But at any rate, let's pour, because I'm doing this with hot water. Because I usually do my granola with cold water, and I want to try it with hot this time. Okay, so we just give that a good stir. Oh, look at that. Look at that beautiful color. It's all blue from the blueberries. That's wonderful. Okay, now we've got our cheddar cheese pretzels, which I will open now. This is actually a humongous amount of food for me to eat for breakfast. In reality, the total of this ration, I would have 3 breakfasts out of it. One with the granola and blueberries with a drink, another one with the eggs, another one with the maple muffin top and the toaster pastry and coffee. Yeah, that's what I would be doing normally, but this stuff is, these are so good. I love these so much. Yeah, and I got a package that has more than 5 in there. I did find a bigger bag at my local grocery store last month. Bought it, and I mean, I tell you, it didn't even last a day. It was gone that fast. Okay, now while this is heating and rehydrating, I am going to actually open these 2 up. And now let's see what's in here. Now I did notice I had 2 accessory packs in this last night. So I grabbed my Homer's all-purpose bucket for the coffee because I want 2 coffees. I'll put 2 coffees in there. Okay, so I got hot sauce, and this is a hot sauce that I can actually use because it uses cayenne peppers, so rather than jalapeno peppers. But I don't really use a lot of hot sauce, so I may or may not use it. Okay, there's the TP. Yeah, moist towelette, latex free. We got our sugar. We got our creamer. We got our matches, white tip. These matches are designed especially for damp climates, but they will not light when wet or after long exposure for several weeks to very damp air. There is the Bill's Brew Instant Coffee, and of course the cinnamon laxative. Or not cinnamon, peppermint laxative. I don't know where my brain is this morning other than still asleep. Okay, now we open up the second one. And of course, it's a repeat of the first. There's the hot sauce. There's the toilet paper. There's the matches. Hot sauce. Moist towelette. Creamer. Non-dairy. Dry. Sugar. Bill's Brew. And again, peppermint laxative. Okay, so what we are going to do is we're going to pour this. Do both packets of coffee, and I'm actually using sugar. I'm being a little bad. That one. Oh, wait, did I get it all? Oh, yeah, got it. Just the packaging is a bit crunchy, so thought I'd left half the coffee behind, but no. That's good. I should check. Yeah, it's good. There's no dry mold in there or anything, so. Which which I wasn't expecting there to be any. If this is a newer ration, it should be fine. Okay. Creamer, non-dairy, white. Creamer, non-dairy, dry for coffee or tea. 1. And 2. Shake it down so that I can open it without getting it everywhere, because I try really hard not to be messy. Kind of difficult sometimes, though, I tell ya. And then, yes, not only am I putting sugar in here, I'm putting 2 sugars in here. Well, maybe 1.5, because I just dropped the sugar packet after I opened it in my lap. And half the packet spilled out. Oh, yay, I've got sugar all over me. Oh, well. Just going to make a mess, so I'll have to vacuum up or sweep up later, that's all, when I get up. Don't drop this one. Cleaning up 1 thing of sugar is bad enough. It's funny, when you spill something like sugar on the floor, it's like water. You spill it, a tiny amount ends up multiplying into this huge, massive amount. It's crazy. Okay, now we've got our chocolate hazelnut cocoa beverage powder. Now I am going to add the 6 ounces of water to this, and then I will shake it up and pour it into the mug. 6 ounces, right there. Now, seeing as how I have some extra coffees and stuff, I may end up adding an extra coffee to the chocolate so that I have a mocha. But we're going to try it first as it's meant to be in its original shape, original flavor. I got chocolate powder way down in there, and ooh, that smells good. Okay, first time using one of these pouches for mixing a drink. Boiling water is very hot, you know. Just an FYI, boiling water is very, very hot on your hands when you're doing something like this. Okay, now we've got that in there, and we roll it over multiple thousands of times, and then we shake. Ow! Okay, yep, first time doing this. I thought I had hands of steel that could withstand heat, and I have oven hands and everything else, but not with this. Ow! That hurt. That was very hot. Okay. There is the hot chocolate. I'm going to do this over here so I don't pour it all over the table. So it's got to be poured out off camera. Oh, but it mixed in beautifully. So there we go. Oh, that smells and looks fantastic. Okay, now that I've got the coffee and creamers and stuff poured in here, let's add boiling water to that. I'm sorry, I'm not doing the pouring on camera because I need to be able to see what I'm doing. I really don't want to get boiling water in my lap. Not enough that I got sugar in my lap. Boiling water would be very painful. I have had second-degree burns from boiling water before in my life when I was a child. Took a pot of boiling water off the stove that had no handles. I was about 7 or 8 years old, and grabbed the pot with a tea towel, and it slipped out of my hands, poured right down my front. I had second-degree burns on my feet and on my left leg. It was bad. Okay. Let's get the beverage base orange type 3 sugar-free orange drink. Put that into there. And then we can take, oh, that jug is heavy because it's full. And we fill this up. I know that's way more water than what they call for, but I do like my drinks diluted. And yes, I am going to crack into this first, but I'm going to use it just for stirring that orange drink. So there we go. Get that stirred up. Yes, the thumbnail to this video is a picture of our first snowfall of the year, and I know everyone back east who's been getting all that snow is going to laugh and say, hey, that's not snow, that's just a light dusting. I know it's a light dusting, but we haven't had any snow at all this year. So that's fine. Now, I know this is more than ready, the granola here, so we're going to give it a quick stir and give it a taste and see what it tastes like. Now there's you can see those wonderful, delicious blueberries and the granola, and yum, that's good. Oh, nice. I like it with the warm water in there because it makes it taste more like a blueberry muffin or a blueberry scone hot out of the oven. Mind you, it's not hot anymore, but okay, let's give this one more stir and a check. I think it's ready, but I do believe it's ready. Yeah, it's done. So we're going to pour this out, see if we can find the oxygen absorber in there that I totally forgot to take out. I'm hoping there actually wasn't one. Okay, that's got everything out. I'm just going to stick that over there. And actually, you know what? I don't think there was one. Oh, that's an amazing looking batch of scrambled eggs. Look at those green onions in there and green peppers. Yeah, there's green onion, red pepper, chunks of ham, eggs. That looks really good. Let's try this. And that was the perfect amount of water. As you can see, there's no pooling of water. So it was just a hair under what they called for. I could have done a little bit less because the eggs are a bit mushy, but it's okay. Oh. It's okay. This is delicious. And everything, including the ham, is properly rehydrated. It's got a nice chew to it. Nothing is soggy or overdone. It's perfect. It does actually need a little something though. Now, I'm not usually one to put hot sauce on eggs, but then I don't use a lot of hot sauce, so there you go. But I'm actually going to try just a little bit of this hot sauce. Oops, sorry, I hit the measuring cup. Okay. Just put a little bit down here. Okay, just a bit. And do a little mix there so that it's not too strong. I can really smell the vinegar in that. That's a very strong vinegar base. Nah. This reminds me of why I don't usually put hot sauce on eggs. I don't like the flavor. But At any rate, that stuff is pretty hot though. But yeah, I don't like the flavor of it. So let's try the orange juice. Sort of wash that flavor out of my mouth. Perfect. That's wonderful. I love that. And I'm going to try the hazelnut hot chocolate. And once again, take a look at that. That looks tasty. Oh, that's good. You can tell it's got other things in it. You can taste that it's been fortified in some way, but it still tastes really good. You don't really get a strong hazelnut flavor. Just a really nice creamy chocolate flavor. Of course, the coffee. Bill's Brew. Nice big mug of Bill's Brew. And it's Bill's Brew. It's good, actually. This one turned out better than the last one. I think because I added a little more water this time. But I've got to pause this for a sec. I'll be right back. Okay, I have one more thing to try, and that is, of course, these wonderful, delicious combos that you can't really see. If I can try it, yeah, that won't flip there. Okay, so there's the combos. Of course, the pretzel wrapped around some cheese. Perfectly delicious. Salty, crunchy, pretzely, cheesy. They're really good. Okay, now I'm going to be doctoring some stuff up here. Went and dug in my little box of goodies from Maryland, and I found the tomato ketchup from the Australian Ration, and I like ketchup on my eggs, so I am going to use this for my eggs. Ooh, ketchup. Nice. Because I know most people that get the Australian Ration, they get the ketchup and they don't know what to do with it. So everyone has the little packet of ketchup left over. Well, I thought this is perfect. And yeah, it's standard ketchup. It looks a little darker, but it is a standard ketchup. And then, of course, for the beautiful hot chocolate, I do need to make it into an army mocha. So I've got my Nescafe Taster's Choice freeze-dried coffee, which I like better than the Bill's Brew, so I'm going to add that to the wonderful deliciousness that is that coffee so that I can have a true army mocha, because this one came out of the British accessory pack. So even though it is the same stuff you can buy in the store, it came out of the British accessory pack. So give that a stir in. It didn't want to dissolve very well, but we got it there. Okay. Yeah, you can see it didn't dissolve, but that's probably because it's not as hot as it was when I started. So nice army mocha. Tastes good. I do that. I actually do that now when I make coffee. I use instant coffee, and it's usually Taster's Choice, and I will add to it 1 tablespoon of light hot chocolate, which has 50% less sugar, and they put Splenda in it instead. So I will do that. But yeah, so that's all there is for this menu. I am going to thoroughly enjoy the rest of my breakfast. And I will talk to you all later. And once again, a huge thank you to Marilyn for making this video possible, as well as many more to come. And I really do appreciate the generosity and the support. And this community is just amazing. Absolutely love everybody in the Ration community. We all support each other. We help each other out when we can. And it's awesome. Really appreciate it. So check out all the links in the description below. And I will also I'm actually going to keep in there the link for Maryland's store, so you can get yourself a gooey butter cake, which is an absolute must, because they are amazing. Now, the butter cake is now my favorite cake. So, thank you all so much for watching. I love you all very much. Check out the links in the description below. As I said, I've got links to my Amazon wish list. My email address is in there if you want to contact me. And also, there's links to some really great channels in there that also do ration reviews. So talk to you later. Love you. Bye.